So this is a video on how to make a QR code review, and I'm going to show you, walk you through all the steps. Okay, the first thing that you're going to want to do is create some kind of a review for your students. So I've created an Algebra 1 QR code review called Factoring, and this one just has 2 questions. The first question is factoring a GCF, and then the second question is factoring a quadratic trinomial. So that's your first step, is to make some kind of a review. And then your second step after that is going to make an answer sheet, okay? And I've made all the answers here, and only the answers, I've made this in a PDF form, okay? So I have the answer sheet in a PDF form, and then I have the review that I'm trying to go for right then and there, all right? And then what I'm using right now is I'm using a software called OneNote and a Surface 2 tablet to make all this happen. So the first thing that we're going to do is I'm gonna make the solution for the first answer, okay? So what I would do is I would grab my screencasting software recording, and what I would do is I just make like a small little window here, and from here I would solve this problem. So it's going to prompt me to, do you want to record here? I'd say yes, I'm going to record right here. And I would be like, okay, so students, the way that you solve this particular problem of solving the GCF is, notice we have a 3, we have a 6, and we have a 12. So the greatest common factor there, of course, is 3. Then we have x to the 4th, then we have x to the 3rd, and we have x squared. So we can pull an x squared out evenly out of all of those, giving us leftover with x squared plus a 2x plus a 4. So there is the answer, 3x squared times x squared plus 2x plus 4. And that's how you do the problem. So then I would hit stop right there, and then my software asks me, what do you want to do with this thing? So what I do is I save it as, I call it like algebra, 1, QR problem number 1, whatever. I just save it to the desktop, pretty much. So just save it to the desktop, hit save, and right now the Snagit editor is saving it for me. Okay, so that's all good and well and done. So then I would close this part down, and then I would close my OneNote down, and that, as well as that, and I would look on my desktop, and I would see, oh yes, there it is right there. It is the one that I want. So then I would go over to YouTube. Okay, so make sure you have a YouTube account, which everyone does these days. It's pretty easy to get. Should have had that open for you, but anyways. And this is we want to upload this. We want to upload this to YouTube. So just click the upload button, click the file that you want, and find it on your desktop, and I think it was right here, yep. So this thing uploads to YouTube, and of course we hit publish, and it goes pretty quickly because it's a small little video. And then what I do is I grab this code right here, and I just take this and I just say copy the link address. And then I go over to this website called QR code generator, which is called goqr.me. And you can do URL, you can do websites, you can do all kinds of stuff. So what I do is then I paste that into there, and then I hit enter, and this thing generates the QR code for me. So then all I do is tap on this and say copy the image. And then I go over to my Word document, and I just simply insert from there the actual code. So when the kids scan this, it's going to link it back to that YouTube video that shows them the answer of how to do it. And then, of course, you can format this however you want. So I would do that for problem number 2, but to save some time, it's the same process. But to save some time, what I would do is for this master code thing here, I saved the PDF, this PDF right here, into my Dropbox account. So the way that this would come up is when the students scan the code, it'll come up, and I put it in my public Dropbox folder account. So let me show you how to do that real quick. So I would open up your Dropbox, and this particular one I have saved in like Howtoqrcode, whatever. So I would take this and I would move it. I would say send this thing to the desktop for now, and then I'm going to put it in my public folder so you guys can see. Okay, So I'm going to move that to the desktop for us, and then I'm going to go grab it, right, which is right here, and I'm going to put it into my public folder. So every Dropbox account has a public folder, and that's the one that you want to put it into. So here it is, public here. Okay, so take this thing and put it into your public folder. And then what you can do from here is Dropbox allows you to copy the public link. That's the one that you want. So you want to copy that public link and then head back over to your Go QR generator, delete that one, and then plug in the new one that you just copied, and hit paste, push enter, boom, there's your code. So take this image, or copy the image, and bring it back over to the master code, and then just dump it right inside there. So hit paste, boom. So now when kids scan this with their phone, all they see is the answer, so they know whether or not they got it right. So this code right here does the individual problem of how to solve it, and this code over here shows all the answers for the students to check their work at the end. And that's how you make a QR code review.